I am at the Guile Centre. Today I'm looking for some hidden pieces of art. I've just happened to be right by a non-hidden piece of art. What is this one called? Fossil Tree by Bill Scott. Let's get it in shot. There we go. Yeah, so there's quite a lot of art around here, but this isn't what I've come to see. So I actually need to head in this direction for about 10 minutes to get to the hidden art. Let's go there now. So I'm now on South Guile Crescent. I'm heading towards Greg's, the bakery. I need something to eat. And also, the hidden art is behind Greg's, as far as I'm aware. So yes, sausage roll, then art. Sounds good. So it's just about 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning. That's why it's so quiet around here at the moment. And I'll be honest, I'm not sure how interesting these hidden art is going to be when we do get there. So after this, I'm going to go head back to the shopping centre, and right beside that there is a lock that's not a lock. Yes, so stay around for that. I'll explain why the lock is not a lock when I get to the lock that's not a lock, if that makes sense. Okay, I must be nearly there by now. I think it's just around this corner somewhere, Greg's. Okay, Greg's, we found Greg's, fantastic. So the hidden art should be behind here. But first, sausage roll. I think I might have a vegan one if they're ready. Well, that was lovely. They didn't have any vegan ones ready, so I had to go for the carnivore breakfast, unfortunately. But hey ho. Right, hidden art. And I can see one of them already. Well, here we go. Well, there's number one. So there's three. They're listed online as being called seagull, bird and pigeon. There's a difference between bird and seagull and a pigeon. Don't know, but anyway, here's the first one. Kind of looks quite pigeon-esque. I like his eyes. Okay, number two is over here. This one is looking particularly seagull-y. It's also got a bit of a Feathers McGraw from Wallace and Gromit vibe about him. Look at that. If I zoomed in on his head and told you this was a Wallace and Gromit statue, you might believe that. There we go. Basking in the sun. Okay, last one. Well, we'll call this one bird. I think this one looks the least like a pigeon, so there we go. He doesn't have the funky eyes. Well, that was okay. I mean, they've obviously attempted at some point to make a nice courtyard out here with some seating in the sun. But then they put it right by the bins, so, ugh, and it's behind the building. Good. Right, let's go to the lock. It's not a lock. Okay, so I've got to head back the way I came, and then I'll veer off towards the lock that's not a lock. Oh, we've got a Royal Mail building here. Stamps and collectibles. Interesting. This must be where they come up with their ideas, or where they store them, I guess. Cool. Okay, so we are currently here, and we're heading over to this lock over here. So we've got to kind of go this way and that way. So passing the tram station. Okay, let's do it. I have reached the tram station, so we're nearly at the lock. Oh, there's some more art over there. Okay, this area's fenced off, sort of, so I'm not going to go on the grass, but some interesting pieces of art over here. Some sort of Grecian urns sort of vibe. What's that over there? Big person. He looks interesting. And we'll take a close look at him. I'm getting rid of him. So there's some more urns and vases. But they've got parrots in them. Check that out. I'm liking some of that. And a crow. Or Corby, if you're in Scotland. There you go. Oh, we've got a tram coming in as well. Let's film the tram. Why not? There are parts of the tram network which are quite pleasant to ride on, and this is probably one of them. I haven't done it in a while, but then there's also some that are a bit of an errand riding the tram in some areas of town. But here we go. Here it comes. It's going quite at speed, considering he's coming to a station. Yay, trams. Okay, that's enough of that. Hello, Mr. Crow. Love it. Okay, here's the statue in full shot. It's big. It's very big. Let's see if there's any info on it. Okay, there's nothing written down here, and a quick Google has yielded nothing as well. I'll have a better look later. If I find out what it's called, at the least, I'll write that on top of the video. Best I can do. Okay, so here is the end of Loch Ross, as it is called on Google Maps. As you can see, it's kind of small, and it's also man-made. Well, it's long, but it's not very wide. Let's walk along a bit. Got a little bust here of somebody, Hamish Henderson, who, according to the blurb on the side, was responsible for the folk song revival in Scotland. Well, the loch's a bit wider here, and if we zoom in, where are you guys? There you are. We've got some chicks having a swim. Lovely. Bust number 2, Douglas Dunn, poet, this one. Now, I was actually expecting this video to be a bit comical, for one thing. What's going on out here? Is there fish in here? Possibly. Yeah, so I was expecting this to be a bit comical and jokey, but it's actually not too bad. It is not a loch, though. By definition, this is not a loch. They are calling it Loch Ross. Technically, it is an ornamental lochen, if I'm pronouncing that right. Seagull. Yes, so Loch Ross, named after an Edinburgh council worker, Bill Ross, so I'm led to believe, who initiated the development of Edinburgh Park. So this whole area that we're in, he got the ball rolling. So yeah, I guess it's nice he's got a loch named after him, even though it's not a loch. Another head, Solly McLean. That's a great name. I love that name. Coming up to the end of the first part of the loch anyway. There's a bit of a barrier here, and it goes down a level onto the next section. And I've got a bridge. Do I cross the bridge and go the other side, or do I stay this side? I've got more heads this side to look at. The other side, I'm not sure. Oh, I'm guessing when the water's a bit higher, it runs down here. Not today. Does this mean it's a different loch? Or the same loch? Well, a pleasant walk nonetheless. As I was saying, I thought this would be a bit comical, and it'd be like, oh, look at the funny little loch that they're calling a loch. But actually, they've done a good job. It's nice. It is what it is. It's a tribute to the guy as well, so I have to give him that. Oh, little picnic area there. That's quite nice. Sausage roll didn't make it to here though. Hey, never mind. We've got heads up here as well anyway, so I was probably not going to get all the heads anyway. This guy's looking a bit funky. W.S. Graham. Interesting hair. Well, looks like there's 3 more heads. I'm not going to comment on them unless they're particularly interesting. Come and see them yourself. Oh my, you're not going to believe this. It's only a blinking heron. Why? What? Every video I make these days is a heron in it. Is this my thing? Should I change the name of my channel to, there's probably a heron in this one. Wow. Okay, well, I've reached the end of the loch. There's another loch. So I'll probably call it a day there. I'm going to walk over to the Gale Centre now, have a look around. Unless there's anything that's really interesting, I'll leave it. But that was better than I was expecting. Hope you enjoyed it. Okay, bye.